40 years ago, under the flickering glow of oil lamps in a Thai temple, I sat on a woven mat, my heart racing with curiosity. A monk, his voice soft as a river's murmur, spoke of the 5 precepts, not as rigid laws, but as lanterns illuminating the path to peace. That moment, etched in my soul, sparked a lifelong journey of living and teaching these principles, to refrain from killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, false speech, and intoxication. They are not mere rules but a symphony of compassion, a tapestry woven from mindfulness and love. In today's world, where chaos whispers through screens and choices blur in shades of gray, the precepts shine as a gentle light. They guide us not to perfection but to presence, inviting us to live with intention and care. Over decades, I've watched them transform lives, mine included, turning strangers into kin, wounds into wisdom. This essay is a pilgrimage through their depths, a reflection on their challenges, and a celebration of their power to heal hearts and mend the world. Join me as we step into their embrace, one breath, one choice, at a time. 1.1 The Buddha's Gift. Beneath the sprawling branches of the Bodhi tree, the Buddha saw the dance of suffering and liberation. His gift to the world was not dogma but a path, and the 5 precepts were its cornerstone. Avoid harm, cultivate good, purify the mind, he taught in the Dhammapada, words that still echo in my heart. I recall a moonlit night in Sri Lanka, teaching a group of novices. Their wide eyes mirrored my own decades ago, hungry for a way to live with purpose. The precepts, I explained, are not chains but wings, lifting us toward freedom. 1.2 A universal thread. The precepts weave through cultures like a golden thread. In Jainism, ahimsa mirrors the first precept. In Christianity, thou shalt not steal echoes the second. Over 40 years, I've sat with people of all faiths, from monks to skeptics, each finding resonance in these principles. They are not Buddhist alone but human, speaking to our shared longing for a life of integrity and connection. 2.1 A Sacred Vow. The first precept is a vow to cradle life in all its forms. I'll never forget a sweltering day in Cambodia, watching a farmer kneel beside a trapped bird, freeing it with a whispered prayer. His act, rooted in this precept, was a sermon without words. Over 4 decades, I've learned that non-harming begins in the heart, releasing anger, cultivating patience, seeing every creature as kin. 2.2 Living with Compassion. This precept shapes choices, from adopting a plant-based diet to pausing before swatting a mosquito. But it's not without complexity. In cultures where meat is tradition, or in moments of survival, the precept demands discernment. I've guided students through these gray areas, urging them to act with intention, to choose the path of least harm. It's a dance of compassion, one step at a time. 3.1 The Currency of Trust. To refrain from stealing is to build a world where trust blooms. I once knew a woman, burdened by debt, who took small things, a pen, a moment of someone's time, until this precept awakened her. She began giving instead, her heart expanding with each act. In 40 years, I've seen this precept transform scarcity into abundance, teaching us to value what we have and share it freely. 3.2 Beyond the Tangible. Stealing isn't just about objects. Taking someone's peace, credit, or hope is a theft of spirit. This precept calls us to live with open hands, to ask, how can I give? In a world of endless wanting, it's a radical act. Mindfulness helps us resist the pull of greed, choosing fairness and generosity instead. 4.1 The Heart of Connection. This precept is a call to cherish intimacy with reverence. I recall a couple, torn by infidelity, who sat with me in silence, then vowed to rebuild through honesty. Their journey, guided by this precept, taught me that love thrives on trust and care. Over decades, I've seen it guide people toward relationships that honor both heart and soul. 4.2 Intimacy in the digital age. Today, this precept extends to virtual spaces, navigating consent, respecting boundaries online. Cultural norms may blur lines, but mindfulness keeps us grounded. The precept isn't about denial but about freedom, inviting us to love with clarity and compassion, creating bonds that uplift. 5.1 Words that heal. Words are spells, shaping hearts and worlds. I once saw a fractured community mend when a leader spoke truth, guided by this precept. In 40 years, I've learned that honest, kind speech is a bridge, connecting us even in conflict. The precept teaches us to pause, to choose words that heal rather than harm. 5.2 Truth in a noisy world. Social media tempts us with half-truths and performative speech. This precept calls us to rise above, to speak with mindfulness. It's not about brutal honesty but about aligning words with love and wisdom. Practicing right speech is a daily act of courage, weaving trust into every conversation. 6.1 The Gift of Awareness. This precept is an invitation to live with eyes wide open. I've watched students break free from addiction, their lives reborn through clarity. In 40 years, I've seen how intoxicants, whether alcohol or endless scrolling, veil our truth. This precept is a call to wake up, to embrace each moment with presence. 6.2 Beyond Substances. Intoxication isn't just chemical. Overwork, drama, or mindless consumption can cloud the mind. In a world that thrives on distraction, this precept is a rebellion, urging us to choose awareness. By staying clear, we reclaim our power to live fully, moment by moment. After 40 years, the 5 precepts remain my North Star, guiding me through life's shadows and light. They are not a finish line but a dance, a daily choice to live with heart, to harm less, to love more. In their embrace, I've seen strangers become family, wounds become wisdom, and chaos yield to peace. They are a whisper of possibility: do no harm, give freely, love purely, speak truly, stay awake. In a world aching for connection, the precepts are a song of hope. Each mindful act, each choice to honor life, trust, or truth ripples outward, healing hearts and mending divides. So, begin today. Choose one precept. Let it bloom in your actions. Together, we can weave a world where compassion reigns, one breath, one step, one life at a time.